How are y'all doing today? I'm so glad to be in the sanctuary with my friends, people that I can relate to, reflect with, share our thoughts with, be in community with. All praise to the Most High God, love to the Mother, and a special thanks to the ancestors for allowing me to channel this message through them and with them. Today's word is we are reaping our inheritance. This message is really meant for, and it's applicable to everyone, but if you've been putting in the work, y'all. Some call it shadow work, some call it just, improving yourself. But if you've been keeping it real with yourself, and you have been stripping away the illusions, you feel like you might have just got pulled from underwater, or maybe you still feel like you are underwater. If you have been going through a lot of healing, things that you have kind of buried from your childhood trauma that are coming to the surface that you're working through, you're learning how to connect to healthy relationships, and you're learning how to release relationships that are not in alignment for your greatest good, for your highest purpose. If you are listening to your intuition, or you are clearing out the clutter of your life so that your inner voice is no longer distorted, or so that you can hear more clearly, and you are improving your relationship with the Most High God. If things are starting to get really supernatural, eerily so, then this message is for you. If you've been getting gang stalked by karmics, the more that you've chosen yourself and the more that you've chosen to embark on this spiritual journey of ascension, which is the crushing, which is not easy, y'all, which will require for you to trust yourself, then this message is for you. We are reaping our inheritance. We have been putting in this work. I know if y'all are like anything like me, there are very clear things that have been happening that have shown that the tide is changing, that the first will be last and the last shall be first, where we are now in the new earth. And some of y'all, if you're anything like me, you're like, okay, I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired. I need a break. God, ancestors, guides, angels, when is it gonna turn? When is it gonna come in? When are we gonna see it in the physical? And I just say that because I've been talking to people who have been on similar journeys that I have been on, and we're all saying the same thing. We're tired and we're ready for the inheritance to come in. But I feel it. It is. Things are going to change soon. But one thing we have to know is how it's going to come in, because it's going to be different for all of us. Because we have to make room for the new. And a lot of times when we make room for the new, it means releasing the old. And it could be that we're releasing the old in terms of people that we are connected to. It could be meaning that we release the old in terms of our income. It could be a big tower moment for a lot of us. But in that tower moment, what it's doing is it's freeing us to embrace our inheritance, to bring in our abundance, to bring in our wealth, to bring in our prosperity. And it always doesn't just get handed to us. Sometimes it means completely establishing a new identity. And for some of us, like me, I'm in my 40s. with the family, the notion of it is more than a little bit terrifying. I have definitely been processing it, y'all, because I feel as if I am at the ledge of a cliff and I see all my potential and I see everything that God has planned for me and promised. And I know what I need to do. And I also know what's going to happen if I don't do what I'm being called to do. And that is why I've been like doing these messages. That's why I am aligning myself to really step into my true purpose. And I know that if I don't, move at an accordance, the tower could fall and the tower could come right down on my head as well. Or the tower could usher in the opportunity. This journey is hard. There's no doubt about it. But it's so worth it. I said in a previous word, many people ask, well, why would we go through this? Why will we go through this difficulty in reconnecting with ourselves, improving ourselves, getting beat up by karmics that hate our light and that are drawn to us, who are trying to stop the transmutation that's happening from dark to light, because this world has been off balance, dark, and it's time for the balance to be restored. Why would we choose, as they say in the Matrix, to see the real? And as I said before, it is for our freedom. And it is not just for our freedom, it is for our lineage's freedom. It's for your children and the grandchildren. It is so that we can step into a life where we can enjoy and actually live with purpose and evolve. I think it is absolutely, our potential is unlimited to what we can do if we actually have time to think, if we actually have time to create, and if we're centering healthy, positive relationships. And if we as a community decide that spiritual wellness, spiritual education, spiritual health is probably the most important cornerstone of health, because spiritually healthy individuals, because we are spirits, we are energy having a human experience, needs to be positioned as the most important, because it affects the physical, it affects the mental, it drives the emotional, all of it. So don't give up. Don't give up, y'all. It's coming, but be ready. Brace yourself and allow yourself to receive whatever it is. And I'm talking to myself just as much as I'm talking to you, y'all, because I don't know what's coming, but I feel it. And I'm bracing myself too. I'm meditating. Before I go to sleep every night, I ask God to prepare me for whatever it is that I'm about ready to receive, so that I don't allow fear to drive me for whenever it comes in, and that I trust the word that I'm receiving in my intuition and when I ask for it in my meditation. So do not allow yourself to be driven into fear at this moment, as we stand on the verge of our receiving our inheritance. Stay the course, have faith, and do whatever it is that you need to bring peace to your mind. All praise to the Most High God. Love to the Mother. Peace be unto you.